Very good morning, students. In the previous video, I have discussed about the introduction of normal distribution. I hope everybody has got the link to see the introduction of normal distribution. See, in the earlier concepts, theoretical distribution, Bernoulli, binomial, Poisson, hypergeometric. These are the four discrete variables. In these four distribution, the x is a discrete variable it is, right? So in binomial and Poisson distributions are the most useful theoretical distributions for discrete variables. Now till hypergeometric I had completed in the previous videos, but later on, as I mentioned earlier, normal distribution is a bit difficult concept which will understand only by thoroughly explaining point to point on board. Rather, before writing and just taking the video, I would like to give you the live kind of class here. So listen carefully the normal distribution concept. See, here I have mentioned normal distribution. The binomial and the Poisson distributions are the most useful theoretical distributions for discrete variables, but wherein normal distribution, this normal distribution is a most useful theoretical distribution for continuous variable. So this normal distribution is a most useful theoretical distribution for continuous variable. See, many statistical data concerning to business as well as economical activities. You might have observed all the previous problems, either business or economical activities. The distributions are concerned, the statistical data is concerned towards those two things majorly, business as well as the economical activities. Even if you see the time series concept, there also what have you done there? Estimating the future term, most of the things you have concentrated on business and economical activities, right? By using different kinds of measuring the trend, how the trend goes. There, if you have observed, there is a cycle called business cycle. Like this the cycle will be, right? You might have observed it: prosperity, recession, depression, and a recovery. So this business cycle also you might have observed there. There also the ups and downs, kind of a normal curve, you might have observed kind of this, right? Now this normal distribution generally in all real life data must conform to a normal curve. As I mentioned, this one, 4 stages of business cycle. Here real life data must conform to the normal curve, hence the distribution came to be known as a normal distribution. So remember this. Next, this is the introduction. Anyhow, yesterday in the previous video I have given the complete introduction, just orally I have given the explanation. Now today the main concept is going to begin. Definition. Let us see the definition. If x is a continuous random variable with probability density function PDF f of x equals to 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power of minus 1 by 2 x minus mu by sigma whole square. Now this is a PDF of normal distribution. F of x equals to 1 by sigma root 2 pi exponential of minus 1 by 2 of x minus mu by sigma whole square. So remember this PDF. F of x equals to 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power of minus 1 by 2 x minus mu by sigma whole square. Here where small x, this one, lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, because as I mentioned earlier, it's a continuous random variable, that x, and those real values lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, and here the sigma will always be greater than 0, positive. So with the PDF and the terms where x lies between minus to plus infinity, this is the highest range. Continuous case means what? The real values considers within the range, right? Specific value cannot be identified in normal distribution. Always the values which lies between minus infinity to plus infinity only we have to consider. That's why this normal distribution has come under the continuous case. Discrete case means distinct values will be identified. Continuous case means all the specific values within the range will be identified. So that range is the highest range, minus infinity to plus infinity. Now the range of normal distribution is minus infinity to plus infinity, remember. And this sigma, you know that standard deviation. So standard deviation will be greater than 0, always positive, remember. So it does not include 0. If it becomes 0, this whole power becomes 0. Anything by 0 is 0. Multiplied by 0 is 0. Exponential of whole power 0. So this concept will become 0. That's why sigma shouldn't be 0. It should be 1, 2 and so on. Remember this. So sigma value, the standard deviation, always should be greater than 0. It should not be even 0 also. 1, 2, 3 and so on, like that. From 1 onwards the sigma value should be taken. If you consider 0, this whole concept will become 0 now, the PDF. Then the variate x is a normal variate, and its distribution of x is called normal distribution. So this is the definition of normal distribution. So let us see once again. If x is a continuous random variable with PDF, f of x equals to 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power of minus 1 by 2 of x minus mu by sigma whole square, where x takes the values between minus infinity to plus infinity. So x lies between minus to plus infinity, that's the highest range, and the sigma value should always be greater than 0, because if you take any negative value, negative does not exist here, right? At the same time, here if you put it 0, 0 into 0 multiplied by 0, all becomes 0, and here also anything by 0 becomes 0, 0 multiplied by minus 1 by 2 becomes 0, the whole concept becomes 0, right? So that's the reason sigma value greater than 0. Then the variate x is called as a normal variate. Here the x we call it as a normal variate, capital X it is, and its distribution of x is called as a normal distribution. So this is the definition of normal distribution. As I mentioned earlier, if you observe binomial distribution, we have a n fixed term and it starts from 0. Negative does not exist in Bernoulli or binomial. Bernoulli, what is the range? 0, 1. Binomial, what is the range? 0 to n. So where n is always fixed in binomial distribution. So and every value has a distinct value, 0, 1, 2, you are specifically giving the value. Up to n is fixed. And what about Poisson distribution? 0, 1, 2 and so on infinity. But it doesn't take up to infinity. Some specific values will be considered within 0 to infinity. That means in binomial, how I said n is fixed. In Poisson distribution, n is not fixed. Unless exactly we reach that value, then only specifically we can mention, okay, this value lies in 0 to infinity. So that way it is in Poisson distribution, 0 to infinity. But that is also a discrete case. Distinct values only will be coming. For example, in Poisson distribution, number of accidents occur in a day. Can it be said well in advance? No. But at the end of the day, these many accidents occur. That number will be always there in 0 to infinity only. Isn't it? So that way n is not fixed in advance like binomial, but it comes within 0 to infinity only, the Poisson distribution. Then coming to hypergeometric. Hypergeometric, we are categorizing into two categories, two attribute statements, A, B, that way. And n is a common, right? Now, what is the range of hypergeometric? 0, 1, 2 and so on, minimum of the first parameter A and n. Because if you know A, automatically the B comes, right? So A, B, N are the parameters, but we have to consider the ranges which possess the attribute that should be taken as A depending upon the probability asked. So number of boys are so and so, number of girls are so and so. Question is asked, probability of finding these many boys. So boys should be taken as the first parameter A, and the girl should be taken as the second parameter B. N is the random selection, small n size. Clear? So this way the hypergeometric is taken. So if you observe from Bernoulli to hypergeometric, specific value you are ending up with. But wherein normal distribution, specific value do not consider. So remember this, guys, always. So I'll give you one small note, you will identify that. Since normal distribution is a continuous probability distribution, it is not possible to assign probabilities for individual values. So like binomial, particularly 1, 2, 3, this way specifically you are mentioning in binomial distribution, Poisson distribution and hypergeometric distribution. But in normal distribution, this is not possible. So specific particular value, see, you might have calculated now in binomial and Poisson and hypergeometric, x equals to 2, p of x equals to 3, particular specific value, how you calculated in binomial, Poisson and hypergeometric. In normal distribution, that specific value cannot be assigned or calculated. Remember that note. So specific value cannot be assigned to find probability. So remember this note. Specific value cannot be assigned to find probability. Right? That is, it is not possible to write. That means it is not possible to write for all x like this. The probability of x equals to small x cannot be written like binomial, hyper and Poisson. On the other hand, probabilities may assign in different intervals using the normal probability density function. So then in normal, sir, if not directly assigning, how to calculate the normal distribution? See this. So normal distribution, how we are assigning now? P of x greater than a or P of x less than a or P of a less than x less than b. So either greater or lesser or in between. So only these three ways to identify the calculate the normal distribution. So we can calculate the probabilities of type this one or in between. So equal to value directly P of x equals to x cannot be done. Only in the form of greater or less or in between. The normal probabilities can be assigned, can be calculated. So we can calculate the probabilities of these three kind of ways. One is greater than any value or less than any value or in between any value. Clear? So this is the note. Normal distribution always follows a continuous probability distribution. Specific values cannot be assigned to find the probability or to find probabilities like this cannot be taken into consideration. Only either greater or less or in between only can be assigned to assigning the to calculate the concerned probabilities. These are the three ways the problem has to be identified: greater than, less than and in between. In binomial and Poisson distribution, at least case we have taken. Like this also we have taken. In between we have not taken. Remember, in binomial and Poisson or hypergeometric, greater, lesser, equal to also we have taken in binomial, Poisson and hypergeometric in discrete variable distributions. But wherein continuous variable distribution, direct value cannot be assigned. Only in case greater or less or in between also can be identified in between the values, isn't it? So this is a note which is very important to observe, because all the problems this way only we are going to calculate now: greater, lesser or in between. So direct value, if it is asked, that problem nowhere concerned to normal distribution. Remember this point as important note. Right. See, now you have seen the PDF, right? F of x equals to 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power of minus 1 by 2 x minus mu by sigma whole square, where x lies between minus infinity to plus infinity and sigma greater than 0. Now here, if you observe the pi, generally what is the pi value? 22 by 7. Nothing but 3.14. right? So 22 by 7 pi value, you all are knowing about this pi term, pi value. And what is the exponential? E value 2.7183. The exponential term E is nothing but 2.7183. These two are the constants. So those two are the constants. And what about this mu and sigma? These two are the parameters. Those two are the parameters in this PDF. Now, what is the range? Minus infinity to plus infinity. Clear? Look at this. This is a PDF. PDF of normal distribution. Don't be scared by seeing the PDF. Okay. So actual problem we depend on standard normal variate later, which I will be discussing it. This is just for understanding sake. So using this PDF, nowhere we are calculating the problems. The main concept lies in standard normal variate, that in the later stage I'll be explaining it. Fine, just have a note for this. So we shall meet in the next video. Thank you.